Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot this bitch ass with the quickness. Now he bleeding, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Bizkit. All my niggas wildin', they done labeled us a misfit. Wake up every morning, 2 or 3, 5 in the thick bitch. Oh shit, did nobody come to see you old? It's some focus. Shoot 100 shots, no reloading. Master of the game, you would think I'm into coding. Memphis niggas spit this pimpin', mackin' like I'm golden. Ho, with my money, you gon' turn me to the old me. Stay high, first class flight, I'm in the nosebleed. Hoppin', cookin', whippin', shippin', till you count the proceeds. OG, I've been moving pack niggas since 03. Low key, niggas hatin', but they don't want no beat. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat. Get jammed, get a lawyer, make it bunny, don't speak. Pour up, oh, I need some more, nigga had a long week. Shout out to my plug, he showed me love, he out in Long Beach, I'm true geek. Walked in by myself, but left with 2 freaks. Fool weed, nothing in they mouth and on they booty. Austin Power swag, yeah, baby, this is groovy. You can call me Money Boy, or you can call me Nudie. Hood niggas, churches, chicken, let me get a 2-piece. Top down, 2-seater, let me feel the 2 breathe. Gotta hold it steady, chopper, kick it back like Bruce Lee. Lately I've been in the zone, I guess I'm in my 2-3. Don't call my phone for nothing less than a QP. Feeling like the Migos, cause my bitch is bad and bougie. All my haters love me, all these bitches just some groupies. Came a long way, I like to introduce the new me. Standing on business like I'm king or like I'm Drewski. Call me Run Island cause I like my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. Call me Run Island cause I love my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. I never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Bizkit. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Bizkit.
So cold, but I'm so hot.
Dope boys
I'm up in the trap, I'm dope boy.
with them knives.
Dope boy now.
The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Down 8 gram, headed straight to the block. Pirates, this water water is hot. Listen double up, turn a little to a lot. Right hand on the cell phone, taking orders. Left hand 360 motor to a lot. Blue holler tip, got switches on the dot. State game, true sippers can't be stopped. Laughing at you haters while I'm thumbing through the paper. Says long at the bottom, won't you meet me at the top? The nigga ain't shit, yeah, get that a lot. Won't be deterred and I won't be stopped. Shaq Diesel number one, I post up on the block. 24/7 cause the hustle don't stop. 31 flavor, take an order like a waiter. I be selling more gas than a local truck stop. 1200 strong for a pound to the top. Got me shining, I'm a star. Ask about me, I am legend. They gon' tell you who we are. Fuck these niggas, fuck these bitches. Get money, all I know. No love for these bitches. Never saving these hoes. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not.
When I'm thinking talking about the past, yeah, gon' get some nice gang, we at the spot. If we ever was short, then it's back to the block, you probably get shot. Every day the sudden change, we getting money, that's one thing, it's never gon' stop. Real dope boys do what it takes, playing high stakes, living to die. Do your time, keep it quiet, no matter who you are, don't get what you got. Stack it up, that's the bond to stay fresh. Oh, they think that you're not. Take a roll with a hoe, they gon' let you go. Somebody's gonna say you ain't hot. Just invest in yourself, don't worry about nobody else. There ain't no handout. If you say the same, put it on chain. Let them see you ain't tied down. Got a couple rain, did a lot of things. I ain't really gon' talk about it. Give me a trade, get your bitch to go. She gon' show up and show out. So don't ask me what the dope at, cause you already around.
The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Whole team shining, we stars, big dipping. Get a lot of haystack gang in the sip. Niggas ain't real, nigga. Nope. You gotta feel me, nigga. Yep. Smile in my face behind my back, you tryna kill me, nigga. Damn. You say you got beef, then what you wanna do? What? You screaming, fuck me, nah, nigga, fuck you. Bitch. You ain't hard at me. Nope. Couple kick dough, couple robberies. Nigga get extorted, get aborted, he don't pay the fee. Posted in the north, got the 2 to 4 recipe. I be cooking chicken bit, not talking rotisserie. I got all my hater man, I know that they sick of me. Who the fuck he think he is, motherfucker MB3? Honestly, pay him no attention, they up under me. Haters call me Visa cause I'm everywhere they wanna be. Ladies, man, catch me with more honeys than a bumblebee. Say she got a husband, but she always wanna suck the D. State gang, true sipper, who these niggas wanna be. I've been getting money since a younger, I've been pushing peace, stay strapped. Gotta watch your back when you're in the streets. Friends turn to foes, never know who your enemy. I was in Detroit, he ain't keep the same energy. West side down the slide, I don't think he feeling me. I was on some demon time, nigga talking about killing me. They no business, let's see all that shit that you gon' do to me. Come outside, why you scared? I thought that you been a G. We don't bluff, we pulling up, we different down in Tennessee. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the gun locked. Green and white square, been serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white square, been serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. I got an old school bitch, call her Aretha. Shawty so fine, shawty she a keeper. Smoke that reefer, preferred by the quarter. I do this for my kids, my sons and my daughter. Get treated like a king. Hoes call me sire. One look like Lotto, the other look like Maya. My plug, he ain't playing, he only talking the numbers. I cop it, whip it, and ship it. My money coming in bundles. Different flavors of kush, orange, grape, and apple. If a nigga trap me, it's gonna be a disaster. Dope money and bitches, pimp robbers and snitches. It's all in my hood. My homies say that I'm gifted, I really can't complain. Shit starting to change, a product of my environment. Tell me who can I blame? Neck like a glacier, bought my shawty a bracelet. Money go glitter, that's why these niggas be hating. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Bad piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, they serving them on the same block. Bad piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, they serving them on the same block. Bad piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Bad piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Whole team shining, we stars, big dipper. Get a lot of haystack gang in the sip.
Hey, it stopped. Darn.
It's 2:32 in the morning. We in the booth high in the motherfucker. State gang, the mob, true sippers. We in too deep. It's a lot of motherfucking hating going on, but that ain't shit, man. The money still coming, these niggas still hate, these bitches still choosing. I'm in the streets daily, hopping out fresh courtesy of the yayo. Got a knot in my pocket, same side as potatoes. The money still coming, these niggas still hate, these bitches still choosing. I'm in the streets daily, hopping out fresh courtesy of the yayo. Got a knot in my pocket, same side as potatoes. Money gotta shine, so money gotta bubble. You say you icy, but your diamonds looking super cluttered. I look like a star, call me the Big Dipper. I keep a pocket full of faces, paper ain't an issue. Shawty jockin' say look like I'm signed to Def Jam. I'm independent, baby girl, I'm just going ham. She say she love my diamonds, she wanna wear my jewelry. I'm a lot of big bitch, call me Stephen Curry. Club pitch black dog, but my chest glowing. I'm kinda cocky, talking shit like I'm Terrell Owens. A Mary Jean, Jordan 12 and a white tee, look like I'm shooting a movie every day. Call me Spike Lee. Still coming, these niggas still hate, these bitches still choosing. I'm in the streets daily, hopping out fresh courtesy of the yayo. Got a knot in my pocket, same side as potatoes. The money still coming, these niggas still hate, these bitches still choosing. I'm in the streets daily, hopping out fresh courtesy of the yayo. Got a knot in my pocket, same side as potatoes. I'm with a white bitch, same color in my kids. If you got your money right, you get them all white bricks. You can tell a nigga shining, take a look at my wrist. Got them all red diamond like your girl lipstick. I got these hoes sick, I got these hater mad. I'm popping rose bottle, I'm rocking Gucci tag. Got a stupid crazy swag, nothing like you wanna be. Some Texas, they Brazil, 2 for 20 up in Applebee's. I look just like a masterpiece. You should hang me on the wall when she wants some dope dick. I'm the one your bitch can call, getting money all year. Winter, summer, spring, and fall. Nickname Shawty Low, nigga, I done it all. State gang. The money still coming, these niggas still hate, these bitches still choosing. I'm in the streets daily, hopping out fresh courtesy of the yayo. Got a knot in my pocket, same side as potatoes. The money still coming, these niggas still hate, these bitches still choosing. I'm in the streets daily, hopping out fresh courtesy of the yayo. Got a knot in my pocket, same side as potatoes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all people doing tonight? Man, I saw the funniest video involving Thornton Township earlier. It was a damn police cam video. And it also, I got so many jokes about that video. I'm gonna review that tonight as we go live, because I got jokes about that. And explaining why the seniors can't get their lawn services and shit cut. It's funny though, but it's amazing how these grown men be squilling under pressure. Dude was really squilling. I mean, he was squilling like Piglet. He looked like T Grizzly, but he was funniest shit in the world. Gonna review that tonight. I don't know what else I'm talking about. I guess I'll review the dumb shit Tiffany said to. I guess that'll be the show tonight. We'll go to Thornton Township for a bit. It's Friday. It's Memorial Day weekend. Whatever. Was it Labor Day weekend? One of them damn days. Child, it's the 3-day weekend is upon us. If you were in Memphis, I was just alerted that Children's Palace has a sale on the school uniforms. That is 80% off. That is an incredible deal. I got to get in there and give me some pants and shit. I do. It's at the Oak Court Mall, by the way. She said the Oak Court Mall. Grace has made so many friends. It's ridiculous. Every day it's a new person. Hey. I'm not friendly. I'm really not. I'm gonna be the main dad. And then we got to arguing last night because that's what I'm worried about. I kind of bred her for this, so I guess it's part of the course. But damn, I didn't think it would start so early. I thought it would kick in at the 10 minutes. But she mad at me because they having donuts with dads, and I didn't know if she could get a donut or not. It's like, I don't know. She mad at me about that. Every day it's something. I gotta remember that happened to me before she be on my ass about that. But every day it's something every single day. This child, I can't win. I done gave up trying. I gotta take damn hair. See, I gotta do all that. I'm not used to doing all this girly ass shit. I got to take all these damn beads off of her and take the hair down and wash it and send it to send it to her cousin who gonna do it. Let's say the lady, it's a damn cousin. Shouldn't that come with the services? If she gonna braid her hair, don't take down and wash and come with it, or am I overthinking? I don't like doing this shit. Stop laughing, Candy. It's the I think that's her grandma. Their grandparents' day is crazy, crazy work. Now they tell the grandparents gonna be there for I guess most of the day, but they said, let me get the paper to read it. I saw this shit. I was like, this is bullshit. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. You just don't have to take the beads out. Just cut it. Her hair not as long as. Just wait a few years when the hormones kick in. I'm gonna send it to my mama when the hormones kick in. I'm gonna send it with my mean ass mama. She really gonna be old then. So let's see. No hormones can kick in the next 6 years. My mama will be 75, 76. It's old enough. Yeah, that she'll get in line. She'll get in line. But hold on. I'm trying to wait a minute. Let me grab this paper. There you go. I'm really not gonna invite the other grandmother. She gonna embarrass Grayson, so I'm just not going to invite her. Let's see here. Oh, well, it's only for an hour. Grandparents' Day celebration. Friday, September 6, 12:30 to 1:30. Enjoy soft music and activities. Grandparents will need to provide lunch for their grandchild and or grandchildren. You're going to be there for an hour. What type of activities are you going to enjoy in an hour span, and you got to provide lunch? That's nasty work. They forcing you, if you want to come kick it with your grandchild on Grandparents' Day, the day they celebrate, you got to bring them a lunch. The school staff just said they ain't cooking shit today. Good morning, Truth. September donuts for dads.
Good morning, Chad.
These school activities getting on my nerves all damn ready.
What you mean?
It's always something fucking going on.
Well, that's school, Trey. That's school.
I'm going to get my donuts till I am. I'm going to donuts with dads.
What donuts?
Donuts with dads. I'm going. I'm for sure gonna be there for that.
Make sure you go to the PTA meetings too.
Oh hell no! The board meetings. You know what? They might be. They might be on. I thought you were talking about parent-teacher conferences, but the PTA meetings, yeah, they might be crunk.
They might turn out like Dalton.
Now, nothing's gonna be like Dalton. I think everybody's like, you don't want to be like Superman. Tell them. Okay, let's get into Woody Woo.
What are we talking about today? I'm so sick of him.
We still on him. It was an 8-hour cross-examination day. But we broke it up in parts. They off to Tuesday, so they ain't coming back to Tuesday.
Oh yeah, it is Labor Day weekend. Wow.
Cell phone, sex, and chicken pot pies. Aren't you curious to what that story is about?
What is cell phone, sex, and chicken pot pie?
Cell phone, sex, and chicken pot pies. 4 Fulton jail contractors. And I saw the title and I was clickbaited by it. I was like, I got to see what the fuck they're talking about. But don't that title make you want to know what they're talking about?
A video.
It's a news story.
What?
This happened in real life. See, ain't you curious now? You like, wait, cell phone, sex, and chicken pot pies. No, we finna listen to it. We finna listen to this shit.
Go.
How does sex and chicken pot pies go together?
They go good together. I'm telling you.
And more smuggled into the Fulton. New at 6, phones and more smuggled into the Fulton County Jail tonight. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office confirms it has an ongoing corruption investigation, and 4 security officers who work for a contract company arrested. Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Liddy is live at the jail where he's been poring over the warrants against these 4. Mark,
I just want to point out all 4 of them security guards that are locked up, black women. The contractors, the security guards, black women.
Some
niggas ain't that stupid.
allegations that seem shocking.
Right.
Niggas ain't that stupid.
You stupid. Do you know how many men? Let me tell you something. Here in where I am, security guards it was about 6 security guards got arrested for having sex with the inmates and impregnating 2 of them. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, that's the natural shit. I'm talking about these people doing the contraband and stuff. Because the female, the women,
you got some of them officers be selling drugs and everything in them jails. Are you crazy?
The women officers sleep with men too. That's just a natural instinct.
I know.
Thing
all I'm saying is you just not gonna put it on women. It's all of them.
Here's the difference. If the male correction officers are sleeping with the women, you know what they not gonna do? Record it. Let it be recorded. But you know what the female correction officers doing? They getting recorded with sucking on inmates' fingers and shit. Posting it on their OnlyFans. They just won't no discretion. They won't do it, but then just that's stupid. Both of them are stupid, but then you real done just recording. Fuck it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, a Fulton County Sheriff's Office official says this investigation started in May and more arrests are expected. But for now, 4 young women are residents of the jail where they worked until yesterday.
They work for strategic security. I can't confirm that they have all been terminated.
The Fulton County Sheriff's Office says it turns out 4 security officers working for a
Graisha, Lacuna, Regina, and Aniza. I don't know. I'm telling their names. Briacia.
Did you say her name was Porno?
Lacuna, Laquna. Maybe it's Lacuna. I don't know. Something. Laquna, Regina, and Aniza, I think. Anizya. Anizya.
What is it?
Maybe it's Anizya. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. The
contractor at the county jail were security problems. Records suggest Briasha Tate admitted using a book to hide phones, allegedly confessed to smuggling in cell phones in a cutout inside a book.
Yes.
Now one might say that Fulton County Sheriff's Office is throwing the book at her. After a corruption investigation, we counted 10 criminal warrants naming her. Records indicate after she reported to work Tuesday, she was transported to the Jail Investigations Unit's office, and that Ms. Tate stated she had sexual intercourse with an inmate inside of the bathroom.
What we knew that was gonna happen. She was smuggling phones. You know, she was eating the dick too.
Oh God.
Records indicate after she reported to work Tuesday, she was transported to the Jail Investigations Unit's office, and that Ms. Tate stated she had sexual intercourse with an inmate inside of the bathroom in the tower on floor 7 South on 3 separate occasions. That Ms. Tate stated she brought a total of 6 cell phones inside of the jail and gave them to the inmate. That Ms. Tate stated she cut portions of the pages of the inside of a book and concealed the phones inside of the hole in the book. That Ms. Tate stated she brought strips, paper laced with chemicals used for smoking, inside of the jail on 2 separate occasions. That Ms. Tate stated she received payments from the inmate via Cash App for the contraband.
Oh, so she didn't snitched on who she was bringing this shit to. God damn. She didn't snitched, and she's still gonna get the same amount of goddamn time. This is very, very thorough. Everything. I brought strips. We get the strips from. So whoever, the nigga that's in jail finna get more time, and whoever his supply was outside that was linking up with her, that nigga finna be in jail too. You better run, sir. Well, this was 4 days ago. They probably didn't catch you.
Items she brought in and gave to him, and that her Cash App payment summary from the inmate showed a total of $1,682.
We can't
So the sheriff's office says terminated security officer Regina Harris faces 3 warrants related to a contraband cell phone provided to an inmate. Ms. Ammons says terminated security officer.
we can't screen for integrity.
Natalie Ammons of the sheriff's office says terminated security officer Regina Harris faces 3 warrants related to a contraband cell phone provided to an inmate. Ms. Ammons says terminated security officer Lacuna Ballard is accused of...
Lacuna. Okay. Lacuna. Lacuna. Lacoon. Like a coon. Yeah, like a coon. Lacuna. That's what the white man just said.
But you know what? You can't even go by what he say, Trey, for real. For real. They mispronounce our names all the time.
Well, I said it could be Laquana, but I don't see it. Qua. I guess QU could be a qua. I don't fucking know.
Security officer Regina Harris faces 3 warrants related to a contraband cell phone provided to an inmate. Ms. Ammons says terminated security officer Lacuna Ballard is accused of sending explicit photos and videos to an inmate, plus a couple of...
She was sending her pussy pics and videos to an inmate.
Conspiracy charges.
She probably sold them to him, though. She probably was selling them, but I told you they gonna record some shit.
3 warrants related to a contraband cell phone provided to an inmate. Ms. Ammons says terminated security officer Lacuna Ballard is accused of sending explicit photos and videos to an inmate, plus a couple of conspiracy charges involving conversations about how to bring cigarettes and cell phones into the jail. And Ms. Ammons says terminated security officer Anisia Silas faces a conspiracy charge involving a phone charger and a charge involving giving an inmate unauthorized food, namely a chicken pot pie.
See, now, that title was so fucking misleading.
All 4 suspects were given bond, but as of late this afternoon,
chicken pot pies.
She ain't smuggling no damn chicken pot pie. That was her damn lunch she bought for that nigga. It was supposed to be her lunch, and she gave it to him. That's what the fuck that was. That's a charge. Damn, you can't give your lunch to an inmate?
No, you can't.
Would be considered I guess it would be preferential treatment. But damn, like, you gonna charge me with getting a nigga a pot pie? I can see if there was some contraband in that motherfucker. He ate that motherfucker. He ate it.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I got to do it. See, I had this saved for my strange news stories. I'm racking up a whole bunch of weird shit like this. Okay, let me take that one out. Very Western. All right, Rudy. Oh, I can't even hit play from there because it's gonna fuck up. You're out of there.
Relevance? It's very relevant. I want to ask you about
let's go back some.
My life ain't Your life hasn't always been easy. My life ain't never been easy. Okay. Your life has never been easy. And there have been times where you have been in dangerous situations in your life. Is that fair to say? Yes. Okay. I want to ask you about some ways that you avoid dangerous situations. Okay.
Drew,
When you are approaching a stoplight, a red light,
we got the same.
do you stop at the red lights?
Objection, relevance.
It's very relevant.
I assume he's going to get to it.
Do you stop at the red lights?
Hell no.
Okay, you said hell no.
Yeah,
Okay. Why don't you stop at red lights?
Because I want to live.
Okay, and when you say because you want to live, what are you afraid of at red lights? What is your concern?
Somebody putting up on the side of my car.
Someone pulling up on the side of the car and shooting you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so when you pull up to red lights, you might stop briefly, but then you...
I'm not stopping it up.
Okay, so you just keep going.
Right through it.
Okay. I appreciate you telling us that information.
Well, that's why your ass don't need to be driving, so you gonna cause all types of accidents and shit. You gonna stay going to jail just burning red lights.
And is that during the day and night?
There's no any red light.
Okay.
If the police right there, I turn out.
And you've actually told the police this in a prior interview in 2021. You told them that you don't stop at red lights, correct? You told investigator Flores that.
I did.
Okay, what about tinted windows? Do you prefer to drive cars with tinted windows?
This must.
That's a must. Why is that a must?
So people don't know I'm in the car.
Why don't you want people to know you're in that car?
Because they like to shoot their cars.
Okay, so is that a form of self-preservation, riding around in cars with tinted windows only?
You better.
Okay. And let me ask you this: with the red lights, are you the only one that does this, or are there other people in your in Mechanicsville and other areas that do that as well, to your knowledge?
Speculation irrelevant. He said to your knowledge, I think.
To your knowledge.
Most of the people I know run lights.
Run lights. Okay. What about the tinted windows?
Even my sister and them got tinted windows.
Okay. Finally, I want to ask you about wearing a mask. And when I say a mask, I don't know what to call it. So maybe if you can educate me and the jurors. I'm talking about a cloth mask with a hole right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you call that type of mask?
Shit, different stuff. I call it a mask. Some people call it a size. It's got different names to it.
Okay, I'm just going to call it a mask. But to be clear, we're talking about the same things. And you've worn those masks before, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, may I approach you?
You may.
Mr. Copeland, I am handing you what's this form? DS-29A and DS-29B. Okay, are those pictures of you?
Look like it.
Okay, and are those pictures of you? You're not doing anything illegal in those pictures, correct?
No.
Okay,
I mean, correct.
correct.
I'm not doing anything illegal.
Right. You are wearing those masks I talk about in those pictures, correct?
Right.
Okay. Mr. Kokomo, could you publish 29A?
They're not admitted yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your Honor, I move to admit DS-29A and 29B.
I assume this is going to be kind of the same lines of testimony. They're admitted over objection.
Mr. Kokomo, could you just publish one of them, 29A? Okay, we're going to publish 29B. Okay, now, Mr. Copeland, on your screen, that's the type of mask we're talking about, and I just want the jurors to be able to know what we're talking about. Okay. What are those masks made of?
What you mean?
Like what material?
What you mean?
I ain't making.
Are they made of cloth?
I don't know.
Okay. Are you the only person to wear those masks?
No, everybody wearing them.
Everyone wears those masks. What year did you start notice everyone wearing those masks?
When COVID came.
About 2020?
When COVID caused us to wear the mask.
Okay. And are they? Okay.
It became more like a fashion thing.
That's what I was about to ask you. It became more of a fashion thing.
Right.
Okay. And where can you buy those masks?
Shit. Anywhere.
Gas stations sell those masks?
Yeah.
Okay. Corner stores sell those masks?
beauty supply store, all that.
Okay. They're not rare.
Huh?
They're not rare.
They're not weird?
Rare. They're not
Unusual.
unusual. They're common.
Right?
Those masks are common.
Mhm.
They come in all different colors,
Yes.
all different sizes.
Yes.
All right. Just because you're running a red light, does that mean you're committing a crime? Other than a driving infraction?
It depends on, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Well, you do it to preserve yourself, correct? To avoid being shot.
Right.
Okay, avoiding being shot is not committing a crime, is it?
You're just protecting yourself.
Okay. When you're riding around in tinted windows, you ride around with tinted windows to the grocery store and other places you go about on your everyday life, correct?
Right.
That's a gesture on this point. I just don't know if this is a relevant line of questioning.
I'm asking
Well,
because it's
it
relevant.
is cumulative.
Okay, well, I have one more question.
Okay.
When you're wearing that mask, you just wear that mask on your everyday life, when you're going to the store, when you're going to run errands, doing whatever, correct?
Right.
All right, thank you. Okay. Ms. Copeland, you said that Rice Street is the worst place in the world.
Yes.
You have said that you'd rather die than go to Rice Street.
Yes.
Okay. You talked about your stay in Rice Street in, I guess it would be February 21st of 2015, when they arrested you on that probation warrant, and you stayed there for several weeks, correct?
Yes.
Do you remember exactly how long you stayed there?
Yes.
How long?
3 weeks.
3 weeks, okay. So that would have been February 21st to the middle of March. Okay. And first of all,
Hold on, people.
right?
Not what they put me at.
Well, I'm just talking about in general right now. Several weeks, correct?
Yes.
Do you remember exactly how long you stayed there?
Yes.
How long?
3 weeks.
3 weeks, okay. So that would have been February 21st to the middle of March of 2015.
Yes.
Okay, and in that, first of all, in Rice Street in general, there's dorms, right?
Not what they put me at.
Well, I'm just talking about in general right now. I'm gonna get to where they put you at.
Yes.
There's dorms, and then within the dorms, there's cells.
Yes.
Okay, and the cells, how big are the cells?
18 and some ones, 16 and other ones.
Talking about feet?
You say cells?
Yes.
Like rooms?
Yeah, how big are the rooms?
Yeah. 18 rooms and some, 16 and some.
The individual rooms are small, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and everything is made of either concrete or metal, correct?
Yes.
All right. Most of the time you have a cellmate.
All the time.
Okay. No privacy.
Correct.
Showers in common areas.
Correct.
Toilets. You don't get a special room to use the bathroom.
Right.
Okay. It's filthy. You talked about feces.
All the time.
When you on the ground, on the walls, things like that.
Yes.
Okay. Standing water in the showers. Who? Standing water.
We call it nut juice.
What do you call it?
Nut juice.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Nut juice.
Ew, nut juice. It's standing water. I guess the drain broke in there, and it's just a little puddle. And I guess it's the dirty water off they nuts. I guess nut juice. I don't. This nigga said they call it nut juice. The judge was like, wait a goddamn minute. You was out of order, Woody. Woody, you was out of order. Now y'all know goddamn well everybody that on the next 7 podcasts he go on, motherfuckers is gonna ask him, Woody, what the fuck is nut juice? And he gonna explain it. I'm telling you, that is the next podcast he go on, they definitely gonna ask if they slipping. Is that because the judge ain't gonna let him explain this shit? We need to know what the fuck he talking about now.
Yes.
Okay. Standing water in the showers. Who? Standing water.
We call it nut juice.
What do you call it?
Nut juice.
Okay.
Hi.
Mr. Sharp, let's get on. Let's paint a picture. Let's
The judge even had to laugh. I think jurors may have laughed. I think we heard jurors laugh. We may have heard Miss Love and them laugh, and then the judge get one out too.
Lord have mercy.
I think everybody in the court chuckled. Woody is just a fool, but he didn't even try to do that. He was just telling y'all the judge flamed for that shit.
Yeah, he's kind of funny with no effort, for real.
That's not supposed to be funny, but the fact that he just like, fuck it, it's nut juice. He could have just simply said, yes, standing water, but he wanted y'all to know out here in the civilian world what that shit called.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go to jail, kids, and be standing in nut juice. Don't do it.
on with what you want to ask.
Okay. The filth in Rice Street. To avoid that filth, you would be willing to tell lies, correct?
Correct.
All right. Let's talk about the danger in Rice Street. To avoid that filth.
Did I go
Nut
back
juice.
Okay.
We gotta hear them later.
Yes.
Standing water in the showers. Food, standing water.
We call it nut juice.
What do you call it?
Nut juice.
Okay.
Mr. Sharp, let's get on. We're painting a picture. Let's get on with what you want to ask.
The filth in Rice Street. To avoid that filth, you would be willing to tell lies, correct?
Correct.
All right. Let's talk about the danger of Rice Street. What's a shank?
A knife.
Okay. Knife made of just a random piece of metal, correct?
Whatever you can make it with.
Are
Whatever you find.
Are shanks common in Rice Street?
Is they who?
Common.
What you mean?
I keep using that word. Is it unusual for people to have shanks in Rice Street? When I say people, I'm talking about the inmates.
You saying do they have one?
Yes.
Yes. Better have one.
Okay. And is it a concern of yours that someone that doesn't like you would have a shank in Rice Street?
Yes.
Okay. You know jail, you know Rice Street to be a particularly dangerous place, correct?
Yes.
And it's a particularly dangerous place for you, correct?
Yes.
You would lie to avoid the dangers of Rice Street, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I want to talk about the isolation. Okay. In February of 2015, you were arrested, and let's be clear, you feel it was a bogus probation warrant, correct?
It was.
Right. You were on probation and they accused you of not completing your community service.
And I didn't even have community service to do.
And even if you did, you never heard of anyone getting locked up for failing to do community service on probation.
I even called my probation officer and she said she didn't do it.
Right. I understand. And so when they locked you up in February of 2015, they put you in isolation, correct?
That's what you want to call it.
Well, you said, I think the way you described it was the medical unit. There was sick people. It was disgusting. People were talking to themselves.
Yes. People were doing worse stuff than that, eating their stuff.
Okay.
They were eating their food? Niggas is crazy.
You would lie to avoid going back to that place that took you and put you in February of 2015, correct?
It's my name?
No, I'm talking about on June 10th of 2015. You would have lied to avoid going right back to where they had you 3 months earlier.
Goddamn right. Come on now, Woody.
Mr. Kokomo, could you play DS23Q, which is States 378 Yankee Echo, June 10, 2015 at 4:16:13 to 4:16:36.
Do I need to listen to it?
I would appreciate it if you did. Thank you.
Man, I think you did anything anyway. I'm just saying. But I'm saying, man, I got it with LEG, whatever, man. I hate jail. I promise to God, man. You want to do that? I don't want to take these guns and break me down myself. I was scared of myself. I was doing whatever it takes. I was even, man. I was here.
Ms. Copeland, that was you and Investigator Dennis on June 10th, 2015, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you told Investigator Dennis that you'd rather be dead than be sent back to jail.
Still will.
Okay. And you said you will do anything to stay out of jail.
That's what it said.
And do anything includes lying on others, correct?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Copeland, we're going to change the subject a little bit. I want to talk to you about some of these statements you made to the police, okay? In 2015. All right. And let me just ask you, you said, I don't recall a lot when when Ms. Hilton asked you about things that you said in your statements in 2015, right?
Yes.
Okay. And that was 9 years ago? About?
I guess.
Okay. In these meetings that the DA's office or Ms. Hilton or whomever had with you in June of 2024, prior to you testifying, did anyone offer to play those statements to you to remind you of what you said?
No.
Did anyone give you a transcript of what you said in those statements so you could review them before testifying?
No.
They just told you, if you don't remember, just say, I don't recall, correct?
Yes.
The reality is they just wanted to play those statements. That's why they wanted you here today, correct?
Objection, I speculate. Sustained.
Okay. Let's talk about January 11, 2015, okay? That was in the early morning hours of January 11, 2015, right?
What?
You met with Detective Thorpe.
Damn it. Hold on.
And you stated you went to that, right?
What?
You met with Detective Thorpe.
Oh, yes.
Early morning hours of January 11, 2015.
This is the same testimony from
And
Mr. Lewis.
you stated you went to that meeting. You went voluntarily to clear your name, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you met with Detective Thorpe at the police headquarters, correct?
Yes.
You knew Detective Thorpe to be the lead investigator on the Donovan Thomas case. That's what he told you.
I can't remember.
Okay. Certainly, he asked you questions about the Donovan Thomas case, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And let's just talk about the timing of this meeting. If, and I know we're saying it did not happen, I want to be clear on that. If Demekion had told you something at the McDonald's, right? This meeting with Detective Thorpe would have been hours after Demekion made that statement, correct? It would have been the same night, just after midnight.
But he never told me that.
I understand. I understand he never told you that, but I'm saying if he did.
Are you saying that?
The meeting was mere hours after.
It would have been.
Right, it would have been. Okay. And Detective Thorpe asked you about the Donovan Thomas shooting, correct?
That's what his purpose of calling me down there.
And you showed up, and you went through your movements that day, correct?
Yeah.
Your movements from January 10th, 2015.
I think I did. He asked me where I'd been. That's what you asked me.
Right. And you went into details about everything that happened that day, correct?
I guess.
Okay. That meeting on January 11th, 2015, you never claimed that Demekion Garlington told you that Shannon Stillwell, Diamante Kendricks, Duwop, and Nard killed Donovan Thomas, did you? You never told him that on January 11, 2015.
No, I didn't.
Okay. And the reason you didn't tell him that is because you hadn't made up that lie yet, correct?
Right.
Okay. Let's talk about January 28th, 2015. That was your second recorded statement. And I understand what you've testified to. There may have been phone calls and all sorts of other communications in between there with police. But January 28, 2015 was your second recorded statement. Okay? You met with Investigator Dennis, Investigator Gaither, and Detective Thorpe on January 28, 2015, correct?
I don't know the date, but yes.
Okay. And they certainly asked you about the Donovan Thomas shooting, correct?
I don't remember what they asked me.
Okay, well, I'm going to play a clip. But you would agree that January 28, 2015 would have been 18 days after, if Demekion Garlington had told you that information, it would have been 18 days later, this statement.
I guess. I don't keep up with time.
Okay, 28 minus 10 is 18. So 18 days between January 10, 2015 and January 28, 2015. You with me?
All right.
All right, cool. Mr. Kokomo, could you play DS-20A, which is States 378 Yankee Beta from 722.37 to 724.40. Okay, did you hear Investigator Dennis ask you, who do you think killed Nunn? Is. Okay, go ahead.
Who you think this guy about to say? Like, word on the street is, you can think that you can try and convict it within the street there. Now they said, well, not the boy, but they my head now. But they ain't got nothing to do with that. Who that? Craig. I think his name. Cause I didn't like him. Yeah. So they think they get out there, right? Yeah, they think they did. You know what I'm saying? They trying to fake it. What do you think? What do you think?
Okay, right there, you said to Investigator Dennis, when asked who you think killed Nunn, you're saying, they're saying, meaning the streets, right? Right. Streets are saying Head and Doc, who are two people you know, right? Those are street names, Head and Doc, right? Streets are saying they did it, but you don't believe that, right? Okay.
I think it got something to do with them. I think they did something. They had another big screw up. Cause I hear a story like they're supposed to ran off on somebody with something. You know what I'm saying? But they
when you said, I think it had something to do with them, you were referring to Ifgate, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I paused in the middle. I probably shouldn't have, but you started talking about the rumor was Nunn ran off with something.
That's what I said.
Okay. And something would be narcotics.
Yes.
Okay.
It's on the coast. Right? I and he come back to them. Right? So they're supposed to ran off on somebody with something. And security, I don't know if they didn't say what it was. Like, he's supposed to ran off on them or something. And Rich on the corner supposed to pay him $50,000. They need a new plug. Like, Rich on the corner told me like out. Yeah. And Rich on the corner, like, you got $25,000 here, take you. It's like from the picture you just showed. I tell you, they got shot with him. Oh, in the car. Yeah. Okay. You got 25.
Okay. So you continued to say that the rumor was that Nunn, or I should say Donovan Thomas, you said Nunn, ran off on someone, and that something would have been narcotics.
That's what I said.
Right. Nowhere in that answer did you say, well, Demekion Garlington told me that Shannon and Mr. Kendricks and Duop and Nard killed Nunn.
I did say that.
You didn't say that on January 28th.
I didn't say that.
Correct. I'm going to ask you to listen to what's been marked as DS-20B, which is that same interview from 7:50:56 to 7:52:50.
Why would people say Birdman has to do knowledge? Because that's what they gonna do. They gonna do what they, like, I realize it. You know what I'm saying? They say they backing me up. It might be, but they paying for it. So they fighting. Yeah, that's what they saying. So I just like, man, what about let's stole his watch? Stole what? Birdman watch. I doubt it. So we go to Birdman house. That's what money doing. The Shannon come later. But like every time in the Birdman house, you go in the living room, don't nobody go in the room. What about Shell and Grease stealing watch? Stealing from the boat? Nah, and back. What about Kill knocking on that? Doubt it. You ain't gonna say I doubt it, ain't. Because when Jimmy told like, he was like, well, call it, I'm telling her like this. No, that big old. Yeah, like the big brother, like I'm telling like the mom. Yeah, like he did like I got tell nothing what he need to say. I mean, like I got tell nothing, but I ain't never seen that. But right here, what about doing talking about that? Like I said, I really can't say like. But I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. What did you hear? You said that you heard just in the streets that Ted and who the other dude? But they said they got my Hey, got also with the gun, they killed me and all that shit. Yeah, like if it's true, 50% false. It'd be 100% lie. No, you did get my.
Okay, so in that clip, Investigator Dennis is again asking you about your theories about who killed Donovan Thomas, correct?
That's what I heard.
And he floated a theory about Birdman being behind killing Donovan Thomas because Donovan Thomas stole a watch of Birdman's, right? You heard that?
Yes.
And you said you don't know anything about that or you doubt it, correct?
Yes.
All right. And then he asked about Greedy. And Greedy is Donovan Thomas's brother, right?
I guess.
Okay. And you said you didn't know anything about that.
Right.
Okay. And then he asked about Cal. Yes, Kelvin Watts, Cal, killing Thomas. You said you never heard anything about that. Yes. And then he asked about, I think he said Thugger. We're talking about Jeffrey Williams. And you said you don't know nothing about that. Right? All right. That second time when you were asked about your theories about who killed Donovan Thomas, you never said that Demekion Garlington told you that Shannon, Mr. Kendricks, Nard, and Duop killed Donovan Thomas, did you?
Because he didn't tell me that.
I understand. Okay, I'm going to play DS20C, and I'm going to ask you to listen to this clip as well.
My girl, she get a lot of information from her friends. She got a lot of friends, so they get around me. Lucy and I was talking at the studio, and it was a girl in her, we met one, and she my girlfriend. And she said, hey, nobody do that, nothing. You know what I'm saying? They was all like, kill K-Rock, man. You know what I'm saying? Kill who? K. Who was that? I sent you pictures of that to them. I think I sent you those pictures. They had choppers on, and they called it in the gym in the car. Yeah, them two, Ross, man. And they supposed to came back. They was talking about the studio. You know what I'm saying? They just put my name on, they called me up. Niggas seem like they ain't got beef in the streets, whatever. Yeah. And then they like, she like, they know what they do. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna keep playing on him. And she like, K, when the nigga got killed, K pretty much called everybody like, we killed it. Tell him and we did. He's pretty much stuck my neck. And they like, kill him along with it. So they just give up, like, then they did, like, nothing died, then they stuff. That same day, I don't know when, they like, they give up, like, and they supposed to come back for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, kill rock flat, floor, flat. He run one of them.
So, in that clip, Mr. Copeland, again, you were asked about your understanding or what you've heard about who killed Donovan Thomas, correct? Right. And you said that you said that your girlfriend or a female friend of yours was at the studio and she was told that Kel and Kay had robbed somebody.
That's what I said.
Yes. Okay. And that the people that Kel and Kay robbed came back and killed Donovan Thomas as revenge for being robbed.
Yes.
And you said that Kay then started putting it on you to cover his own tracks.
Yes.
And you also specifically said your understanding was Kelvin Watts, the robbery he did was to Fly's plug.
Yes.
Okay. And so we're clear. Fly is Mr. Jervin Henry. Do you know his government name?
No.
Okay. He's someone who runs clubs, correct? And runs TIG, the record label.
I guess.
Okay. And when you say plug, what do you mean by plug? That's a drug distributor, correct?
It's just a phrase that we use. I don't know.
Is it involved in the drug game?
I guess.
Okay. The bottom line is you gave, on that third clip, you gave some more information about things you heard, but you never said, detectives, let me tell you, Demekion Garlington told me that Shannon, Mr. Kendricks, Duwop, and Nard killed none, did you?
I never said it.
Right. And the reason you never said that on January 28th, 2015 is because you hadn't made up that lie yet, had you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had, or no, you hadn't?
I haven't. Like,
okay, and the reason you hadn't made up that lie, let's just be clear, on January 28th, 2015, no one was trying to lock you up, right?
I just didn't have no reason to.
Right, you had no reason to finesse at that time.
Right. They lost like I was.
I want to ask you about February 20th, 2015. On that date, you met with investigator Curry, correct? And let me just, I think his name's Curry, it might be Kerr, but it was the investigator about those people shooting at you while you were holding your baby. Remember that? Yes. You remember that investigator?
I remember, I didn't know the name, but yeah.
Okay. And that would have been 40 days. If Demekion Garlington had in fact told you that my client and others were responsible for Donovan Thomas's death, that would have been 40 days after you received that information, if that had occurred, right?
I don't get it.
Okay. It would have been a little bit over a month. February 20th, 2015 is a little bit over a month from January 10th, 2015, correct?
Gotcha. Yes.
Okay. And you were asked in that interview about the Donovan Thomas situation, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember. I don't know.
All right.
I can't.
Well, you didn't say anything about Demekion Garlington telling you that Shannon and Mr. Kendricks and Duwop and Nard had killed Donovan Thomas in that interview, did you?
No.
And the reason is because you hadn't made up the lie yet, right?
Right.
February 21st, Detective Gaither and Detective Thorpe had you in there. And they were arresting you for that bogus probation warrant, right?
Yes.
And you knew it was bogus. You didn't think that it was actually going to stick, did you?
Right.
They asked you about the Donovan Thomas case. This would have been 41 days after Demekion supposedly gave you that information, right?
Right.
And you never told them that Demekion Garlington told you that Shannon, Mr. Kendricks, Duwop, and Nard killed none, did you?
Right.
We can agree that in the 4 recorded meetings prior to June 10, 2015, you never claimed Demekion Garlington said those things about my client or Mr. Kendrick, correct?
Right.
So let's talk about June 10, 2015 and what makes that date different. On June 10th, 2015, okay, we're going to that interview. You with me?
Yes.
All right, appreciate you. You met with Investigator Gaither, Investigator Thorpe, and Federal Agent Cunningham, correct?
No. I didn't.
They brought you to the interview room and they came in the room?
Yes.
Okay, you didn't choose to meet with them?
No.
All right, and let's just talk about the circumstances, and I'm going to show you a picture that's already in evidence. I believe it's 378 Yankee Echo 1. If I may approach you, get that right?
You may.
Check, you don't have it.
You may.
I'm getting you what's been marked as 378 Yankee Echo 1. That's Stacy's in. Yeah. That is a picture of you in the interrogation room on June 10, 2015, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to just wait till we can display this. Okay. All right. Can you display it? Oh, actually, don't. All right. Thank you, Mr. Atkins. All right. Mr. Copeland, when you go to jail, you wear a blue jail outfit that's given to you by the Fulton County Sheriff Department, correct?
They wouldn't
Yes.
let him put
Okay, it says
evidence.
Fulton County Jail or Fulton County inmate on the shirt and the pants, correct?
Yes,
You absolutely hate wearing that blue outfit, correct?
without a doubt.
Okay. In this picture, you are not wearing one of those blue outfits. You're wearing street clothes, correct?
Right.
Okay, but let's just be clear. In that picture on June 10, 2015, when you're being interviewed, your hands are shackled together, correct?
Yes,
You have leg irons on, correct?
yes,
And the leg irons are attached to an anchor on the ground, so you cannot get up and run, correct? And they're hurting. And you knew that it was only, unless something drastic happened, it was only a matter of hours before you were going to have a blue Fulton County jumpsuit on, correct?
yes,
The circumstances of you being brought to that interview room on June 10th, 2015, where federal agents kicked down Miss Quarterman's door that day, correct?
yes,
Okay, and they kicked down that door looking for you because they had an arrest warrant for you.
yes,
They had an arrest warrant for you for the April 28, 2015 possession of a firearm incident at the Dunbar Rec Center.
yes,
Okay. And while in the apartment, they saw some things, correct?
yes.
And they went and got a search warrant.
I don't know.
You're not sure if they got a search warrant. Okay. The bottom line is they searched your apartment.
They did.
Okay, and they found a Smith & Wesson handgun in the kitchen of that apartment, correct?
They found a gun. I don't know what kind.
Okay. Was it a handgun?
I never saw it.
Okay. They also found a stolen laptop computer in your apartment, correct?
That's what they said.
All right. They also searched Deshaun's car, correct?
No,
Well, didn't they find stolen IDs and other stolen property?
that was a rental car.
Okay.
My mama rented it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for that clarification. They found a stolen IDs and other property in a rental car that was associated with you, correct? That you had been driving.
Yes,
And also on June 10th, 2015, your daughter's birthday was coming up.
7 days.
7 days from that date.
Yes.
And you had plans to have a big celebration for her birthday.
Yes,
Even though you didn't have a blue jumpsuit on during the interview, investigator Gaither informed you that you were under arrest for various charges, correct?
yes,
And you were under investigation for various other charges.
yes,
Okay. She told you that you were being charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon for the gun at the Dunbar Rec Center.
yes,
She told you that you were being charged with reckless conduct for leaving the gun on the bleachers at the Dunbar Rec Center.
yes,
She told you that you were being charged with gang charges for possessing a gun at the Dunbar Rec Center.
yes,
And you knew that you knew that you weren't getting on for the gang charges at first appearance.
right,
You were going to have to sit for a while because of those gang charges,
yes,
unless something drastic happened.
yes,
You were also told that they were that they were investigating the stolen MacBook computer found in your apartment.
yes,
You were told that they were investigating the stolen IDs and other property that was found in the rental car.
yes,
And investigator Gaither told you that she knew that stolen property found in the rental car was taken during a series of auto breakings in the area, correct?
yes,
You also had a Henry County bench warrant.
yes.
I believe you had another bench warrant out of the city of Atlanta involving a four-wheeler. You don't remember that?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay, that's fair. And
Wood is just a terrorist.
and eventually, investigator Cunningham also told you that you were facing potentially federal charges.
Yes,
For the gun that was found in the apartment, correct?
yes,
Okay. Investigator Gaither told you. What'd you take that to mean?
exactly what she said.
She was telling you the way you took it, it was time to get to talking, correct?
Yes,
If you wanted to get out anytime soon.
yes,
They told you that there was no way around that charge at the Dunbar Rec Center, that it was on video. Yes. That you were dead to rights. Yes. That they had all the control of the situation, correct? Yes. I think it's an open and shut case. And let's be clear. Even though you don't have that jail uniform on in this picture, you were thinking about how you just got out of jail 3 months prior. You had just been in jail in that horrible unit with feces and people talking to themselves and people eating whatever they were eating and the isolation. And you were thinking about that on June 10, 2015, correct? Yes. Could you play, Mr. Kokomo, could you play what's been marked DS23B, and this is from states 378 Yankee Echo 94048 to 94229.
Okay, what you're here for is your warrants. Number 6. Can you tell me what's going on with that? Can you tell me what's going on with that? With that weapon? How'd you get it? Number 1. Because I got a version how you got it. I want to hear from you. How'd you get that? How'd you get it out here? Because you okay, we got the video, bro. We got the video. So my question is to you, how did you become in possession of that? We ain't really going back and forth today. I love y'all.
We ain't going back and forth today. That's what Investigator Gaither told us. Say that again. We ain't going back and forth today. Right. You took that to mean that they are in complete control, correct? That's what it means. You took that to mean that you needed to tell them what they wanted to know, or you weren't getting out, correct? This is it. That's what I took it as. Keep like that.
You are, because I should say, well, this is not for you to help you. I'm acting not you.
Okay. You just heard Investigator Gaither say, this is your opportunity for you to help you. Heard that? Yes. You took that to mean that this is your chance to give the state or give the police what they want to help your situation. No, this is game time. It's time for me to finish my way. Okay. And do you remember when Attorney Steele played that video? I guess it was yesterday with Agent Cunningham talking about the federal charges. Okay, I'm not going to play that video again. Thank you. But I am going to talk to you about a few things that were said. When you asked, I got charges with the feds, and Agent Cunningham said, it's up to you. It's totally up to you. Do you remember that? Yes. Okay. The police are telling you that you can talk your way out of this situation if you work with them, correct? Yes. Agent Cunningham told you you're clearly guilty. She told you that they had you dead to rights. Remember that? I think she said open and shut case. Okay. You took that to mean they have complete control and you need to play their game if you wanted to get out, correct? Yes. Agent Cunningham told you about the charges you were facing. She told you that federal sentences don't have parole. Yes. No early release. Yes. She told you that with federal cases, they don't typically let prisoners stay in Atlanta, right? Right. She said that they were typically going to send you to some other state to serve your federal time behind this. Right. You didn't want to be separated. You love your daughter, don't you? Without my heart. You post about your daughter on Instagram and you're proud of your daughter, correct? Yes. And you consider yourself a good father, don't you? I try to be. Okay. And you did not want to be separated from your daughter in some federal prison in another state, did you? Who want to? Understood. And Agent Cunningham also said that to her understanding, you're a 3-time convicted felon, making you an armed career criminal in the federal system, correct? Remember hearing that? Yes. She told you that you were facing 15 years without parole, plus another 10 years without parole for the gun charges, correct? Yes. 25 years without parole, and that's not even including the conspiracy charges. Right. You were 23 at the time, and Agent Cunningham told you, if you don't play ball, you're going to be locked up in a federal prison in another state until you are 48 years old. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
Wasn't that said to you?
Yes.
On June 10, 2015.
In the interrogation room.
Miss Agent Cunningham also said that all this is up to you. It's totally up to you, right?
Yes.
She told you that she reports to the U.S. attorney, and she can tell the U.S. attorney what you did to help yourself out.
I think we all heard what she said to me.
Okay. Well, what did you take that to mean?
That I need to help myself out.
Don't be mad.
Does that include lying on others?
He getting the attitude.
That means that this is my chance to get myself out of this situation.
It was time to finesse?
Yeah.
But next time, oh.
Could you, Mr. Kokomo, could you play 23E? And for the record, Your Honor, DS23E is States Exhibit 378 Yankee Echo, 1031 to 103250.
You understand the record, doesn't it? Do you understand the record, doesn't it? Yeah. And I think they were painting blood in Georgia. But what I'm saying is, they were between Don and when you go to prison, your name is on there, regardless of if you did or if you did. On the European tour, whatever.
Did you just hear Investigator Dennis pointing out while you're in the interrogation room, Doug, Mr. Jeffrey Williams is on a European tour?
I couldn't understand nothing that was said.
Okay. Did Investigator Dennis bring up the European tour that Jeffrey Williams on? Is that something you brought up, or Investigator Dennis, to your recollection?
I guess he did.
Okay. Can you keep playing?
It's true. So you want to speak on what you need to speak on what you need to speak on. Help.
Okay. Did you hear Investigator Dennis say that you were going courtside?
Yeah, I can't hear it the way it sounds.
Okay. And that's okay. Did you hear him? I'm just going to keep asking. If you didn't hear. Did you hear him saying that there's no protective custody?
I don't know what he said.
Okay.
I can't say I can't.
Did you hear him say, you need to speak on what you need to speak on, right after bringing up Jeffrey Williams and the European tour?
Y'all ears work better than mine. So you heard what he said.
Okay.
I can't say.
Okay. I'm going to play another portion of the clip. I'm going to ask you to listen, but I understand if you can't hear it, you can't hear it. You can play.
That's what you gotta think about it.
Did you hear Investigator Gaither tell you you're going to jail?
I heard it.
But you get to determine
I
how
heard
long.
that too. He said this shit
Can
loud.
I hear it again?
Yes.
You going to jail today?
What you gotta think about it. You want to jail. You can determine how long.
What did you take that to mean when Investigator Gaither says you're going to jail, but you get to determine how long?
She gave me hope.
And what would you have to do to determine? You wanted to not be in jail at all, but certainly not long, correct?
Right.
So what did you feel you needed to do?
Listen to her and seeking out my way out of it.
Does that include lying?
That's the first thing first.
Okay, Mr. Kokomo, could you play DS23D, which is States 378 Yankee Echo, 100420 to 100625?
I ain't had no boy like the shooting 30s. I had no boy. I think they would do it for the thing. I mean, when they done all this shit, they not call my name because they all with it. They didn't come name in these songs. It ain't me. I mean, the way y'all say me, that's what you did. Say it like this.
Did you just hear yourself say that people are accusing you of things?
Bro, I can't hear nothing in there, bro.
Okay, could you play that again, Mr.?
I can't hear it. You can play it 1,000 times.
Okay, we're going to try it one more time because I think it's important. But Mr. Copeland, if you can't hear it, we'll move on, okay?
Y'all ears are better than mine.
I understand that. I'm not blaming you.
I ain't had no voice like the show, buddies. I had no voice. I just ain't do it for the thing. I mean, when they done on this shit, they not call my name because they all with it. They ain't even come name me, Sean. It ain't even me. I mean, the way y'all think you done with it,
Okay. Mr. Copeland, did you hear yourself say, I just hang out with Thug for the fame?
No.
Okay. Did you hear yourself say that people are saying that you're committing these crimes, certain crimes, but it's not you?
I didn't hear him. I heard, I said Shannon's name. I don't know what I said.
Did you hear, well, do you remember, regardless of what you heard, do you remember saying everything that people are blaming me for, they need to look at Shannon?
I probably did. I can't hear what I said.
Now that you have this immunity agreement from the state, you acknowledge that you were committing crimes back then, correct?
What do you mean?
Well, you've acknowledged it, and we're going to get to it later, but you've acknowledged that you and Threat shut up Rich Homie Quan's dad's barbershop, for instance, right? You testified to that.
All right.
Okay. So when you said, I ain't doing nothing, when people are blaming me, they need to be looking at Shannon, that was not true. That was you trying to shift blame from yourself. That was you finessing.
But I already said it.
I understand that. But that's an example of you finessing, correct? And shifting the blame from you to Shannon, right?
I said it to you, and I said it to them, and I'm saying it again. I have lied, and you're gonna keep saying here, asking me the same question you just said a minute ago. You were gonna ask me the same question.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna play something not that you said, what other people said to you, okay? And I'm gonna ask you to listen. And if you can't hear, you can't hear, okay? All right.
Somebody else, I think I'll take care of my kids, man. I mean, fuck that, man. I ain't did nothing. I ain't shoot the houses. I ain't shot nobody. I mean, man, I'm telling you, the test told me, man, I had to write the thing like this. Because things like that, I can't die. I don't get a joke, but then I'm just thinking like, and then they thought that I don't, even like, don't still think about it. Like, I'll just put myself up and just person. So, yeah. So what is it? I don't know, I like that picture. I ain't never put it.
Keep going.
I would talk to the USA. The USA.
Did you hear yourself ask Agent Cunningham if your case is going to the feds? Yes. Did you hear Agent Cunningham say, I don't know, I just talked to the AUSA? No. Okay. Keep playing.
And then, you know what's going out there. I ain't have no words. I ain't words. I mean, I don't even have no words. That's yet to be done, but you had every part of the gun that felt that. Don't you keep saying the gun don't come today? I ain't had that gun. Don't I keep saying my fingerprint? My fingerprint, I was coming on the gun. Did you know what actual construction possession is? Been around? Yeah, been around. But I didn't know what it was in there. And I keep saying she didn't know, I didn't know. Man, I didn't, the man didn't know, he didn't. Now, this is what I'm saying. Man, up this, I mean, we were down. I mean, but I wasn't there yesterday. But you were there this morning when they found me, you know, and I got there this morning. You know, I didn't know. But that's irrelevant, you were there. My name came in, my look. You were there, you were there. That's all I need. That's on you. So what you need me to do? I mean, that's on you. You ain't no way I can help yourself. I'm trying to help you. You talking. Now you start.
Did you hear yourself, Ms. Copeland, ask Agent Cunningham, what do you need me to do? I'm just trying to get out of jail. Yes. Okay. And did you hear Agent Cunningham respond, you help yourself. You help yourself? Yes. Help us help you? Yes. You're talking, that's a start? I said yes. Okay. Help us help you. Did you take that as it was time for you to finesse, to start telling stories on others, to get yourself out of the situation? Yes. Okay. I got one more clip I'm going to ask you to listen to, Mr. Copeland. And this is actually from February 21st, 2015. Kokomo, I'm going to ask you to publish what's already DS24A, which is already, it's a clip from States Exhibit 378 Yankee Delta from 4:33:33 to 4:36:11. And again, that's from the February 21st, 2015 interview with Investigator Gaither and Detective Thorpe, okay?
I mean, you know how they got me in the they got me in the bed. Who somebody protecting me? Who if you feel like you need to protect me, why don't you get me out of business? And no, it don't quite work that way. It's first that.
Now, you recognize that as Detective Thorpe's voice, correct? He's not on the video. He's off the camera, but you recognize that as his voice, correct?
You ever play it again?
Yep. Just back up 5 seconds.
And no, it don't quite work that way. It's first that. If it's not working, you're not gonna have it in your fucking life. I ain't trying to tell you.
You remember Detective Thorpe telling you that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to ask you to listen to what he tells you. I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page with Detective Thorpe, okay?
No. Hear me out, but you need to get somebody who's gonna talk real shit to you. I ain't gonna fuck around with you. I'm not gonna hold your hand. I'm not gonna let you cross the street, none of that. I ain't, hear me. You locked up for probation violation. Whatever happened between you and the probation unit, that's on y'all. That's on y'all. Now, myself and Detective Gaither, we're going to take time off that to get you out of jail and talk to you. You see, whatever information you give, we use to help you. But you got to give in order to get. All you want to give. But you want to get nothing back. I didn't say, I didn't ask you alone. Oh, right there, and I told you before. You and I, we're not going to do the game. I'm not going to blow you and you owe me one. No, it don't work that way. You understand what I'm getting at? You understand what I'm getting at? Because I don't fuck around you no more. You want people to help you out, but then you stare and stop at a certain line and say, well, you think I'm correct. I got the information.
So, Mr. Copeland, that was on February 21st, 2015. You would agree that Detective Thorpe made these comments to you before you first lied and said that Mr. Garlington told you the information on Shannon and others, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And Investigator Thorpe said, I ain't gonna F around with you, right?
Yes.
You have to give in order to get.
Yes.
You want to say, give me, you don't give back.
Yes.
And of course, the give me was you getting out of trouble, getting out of jail, right?
Right.
Okay. You and I, we aren't going to do a 68. I'm not going to blow you and you owe me one.
Right.
You said that?
Yes.
Did you understand the message that he was getting across when he said that?
Right.
We are not going to no DA and say, you cut us a break and he ain't give us nothing. You heard him say that?
Right.
Go ahead.
I have information, but I'm not going to say anything else. Y'all just going to take me out of jail, and I'm good after that. No, but you don't work that way. Whatever fucking TV show you watch, them motherfuckers wrong. I don't even look at TV.
I can't hear
So
you.
whoever told you what, if you thinking, you're dead wrong. We're not going to go to no district attorney and say, hey, you go ahead and cut him a break because he gave us nothing. Well, you don't work that way. What the fuck is lifestyle working that way? It don't work that way. That's the fuck does it. You gotta get it here. And that's just being real. I mean,
Did you hear Investigator Gaither back Detective Thorpe up and tell you, you got to give to get, and that's just being real?
Yeah, I just heard it.
Ms. Copeland, these are just some examples. The reality is the detectives in this case had been encouraging you to tell stories on others to get yourself out of trouble, correct?
For the 100th time.
Right? But the detectives were also encouraging you to finesse, correct?
One finesse.
They were tricking us.
You said they tricked me?
Okay. As I understand it, Mr. Copeland, your testimony is that you told many lies in these interviews in 2015, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to just review with you some of the lies that you told, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you. First of all, I want to talk to you about the gray infinity. Okay?
I'm listening.
All right. Through the questioning of the police, and I don't know, maybe through other information that you've been given, you're aware that there's a surveillance video of the shooting of Donovan Thomas, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you're aware that the surveillance video shows a gray sedan, correct?
Yes.
And you're aware that the police believe it to be an Infiniti, correct?
They put it on the news.
Okay. Your Honor, I'm going to ask Mr. Kokomo to publish DS-19A, which is a clip from States 378 Yankee A, which is the January 11, 2015 interview, from 3/18/47 to 3/19/38.
Who's watching me, man? Who's talking about?
Yeah, they just prove him to be. They got to do this right to keep that he lied on all their clients. They got to keep doing it. Since the judge allowed all that shit in, all right, we just gonna be like, you got right here, yo.
I had coverage in that Pontiac building a couple years ago.
Okay, this is the same night that Donovan Thomas was shot and killed, correct?
Can you say it again?
This is the same night, this interview was the same night that Donovan Thomas was shot and killed, correct?
I guess.
Okay. And Detective Thorpe, you heard him. He asked if you've ever owned or rented an Infiniti, correct?
That's what he said.
And you said no, right? He asked if you ever wrecked an Infiniti, right?
Right.
And you said no.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to publish, Your Honor, with your permission, DS-19B, which is a clip from that same interview on 378 Yankee Alpha, States Exhibit 378 Yankee Alpha, from 3/20/28 to 3/20/48, just 20 seconds.
Is it video?
Yes. 3/20/28 to 3/20/48.
Y'all ever had a Infiniti Gray?
It's not paying.
Gray? Y'all ever?
Is it up now?
No.
Okay. Could you start it over?
Y'all ever had a Infiniti Gray? A gray Infiniti Q45 before? A truck? No. A car? Yeah. I don't know. Actually, but maybe his car, a red car, he had red or something like that. That's cool. That's cool.
Okay. In that clip, again, Detective Thorpe asked you about whether you ever had a gray Infiniti, correct?
Right.
And you said, not that I know of.
Right.
Jewelry. If so, that would be the second time. No, they're not. I was about to say, they ain't 14. What the fuck is the jewelry here? So I'd say courtroom.
Okay. Those were your statements on January 11, 2015.
I'm looking at this picture they got up. I was saying, where the fuck is the jewelry? I thought they fucked around and showed the jewelry, but it's not. I said, this is a strange shaped courtroom.
Hours after Donovan Thomas was shot, correct? Right. Okay. I want to talk to you about the reality. The reality is that you asked Jeffrey Williams to rent you a gray Infiniti, correct?
I'm listening.
Or I should say, you asked him to rent you a car, and it ended up being a gray Infiniti, correct?
I'm listening.
Okay. The reality is that on the night of June 9th, going into the morning of June 10th, the same day that Donovan Thomas was shot, you were driving that Infiniti on the highway, correct?
I don't know. I can't remember when I was driving.
We just saw your testimony from earlier in this trial.
Yeah, but you're being specific about the time. I don't know.
Okay. The reality is,
I don't know when I read from the scripture. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Do you agree that it was, I'm not asking for a time, do you agree that it was on the evening of January 9th? It was nighttime that you wrecked.
It was nighttime.
You were speeding on the highway and you hit some cones.
I lost control, yeah.
And that was, I believe in your testimony, you said you wrecked the car. And let me be clear, Quindarius Zachary, Lil D from Cleveland, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Lil D from Cleveland was in that car, that Infinity, with you on the night you wrecked.
Yes.
Okay. And after wrecking the car, you guys reattached the bumper on the side of the highway, correct?
How you know that?
Is it true?
How you know this?
I'm listening.
Let somebody laugh. How you know
And
this?
after you reattached the bumper, that's when you went and pulled up on threat Trevante Turner at a music studio somewhere around Northside Drive, I believe is what you said,
Yes.
correct? And you gave that car that Infinity to Trevante Turner.
Yes.
Okay, and in your testimony, you said, then you went home, fell asleep, and the next day you woke up, and that's when the Donovan Thomas shooting occurred, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just working through this with you. I'm not trying to trick you. So based on your testimony, you were driving that car, that Infinity, on the evening of January 9th going into January 10th, correct?
I guess.
Of 2015 with Mr. Zachary.
I guess.
And you gave that Infinity to your good friend, Threat, in the early morning hours of January 10th, 2015, correct?
I gave it to him at nighttime. It was dark.
Okay. So you don't remember if it was before midnight or after midnight. Is that what you're saying?
I don't keep up with the time.
Okay, that's fine. The bottom line is you were specifically asked about that Infinity or an Infinity hours after Donovan Thomas was shot. And you denied ever being in possession of an Infinity, correct?
Say that again.
When you were asked on January 11th, early in the morning, talking to Detective Thorpe, when Detective Thorpe, the lead investigator of the Donovan Thomas murder, asked you about possessing a gray Infinity, you denied that you ever had one, correct?
Right.
Okay. Let's talk about the gun at the Dunbar Rec Center.
He had.
As I understand your testimony, or as I understand your statements, let me back up, I'm sorry. At the Dunbar Rec Center, we're talking about a Diamondback 223 assault rifle, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so we're not talking about a handgun, we're talking about a semi-automatic machine gun? Is that a fair assessment?
A chopper.
A chopper, okay.
Chop.
In your statements back in 2015, you repeatedly denied possession of that gun, didn't you?
They put it on me.
Okay, and your testimony actually here today is that you were just there playing basketball and they put it on you.
That's what the video showed.
Okay. You specifically said in your statements when you were trying to get out of jail, I ain't do nothing, right?
Right.
Okay. The reality is that you pled to that case in federal court, correct?
Yes.
Okay. In federal court, you acknowledged possessing that gun.
Yes.
Okay. And you were sentenced.
Yes.
Okay. And you served, and to be fair to you, you served your sentence, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about the stolen IDs in the rental car and the laptop in the apartment on June 10, 2015, okay? And that's the day that the federal agents kicked into Sean's door and locked you up. And that's also the same day that you made up the story and lied and said Demekion Garlington told you that Shannon and others were responsible for killing Donovan Thomas, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you play DS23I for me, Mr. Kokomo, and that's States Exhibit 378 Yankee Echo from June 10, 2015, from 11:25:01 to 11:26:20.
I didn't think I did that shit. Yeah. Okay.
Can you play it again?
Yes, we can.
I didn't think I did that shit. Yeah. Okay. That's one of them. Little Mike quit.
In that clip, you're being asked about how those stolen items ended up in your apartment and your rental car, correct? Yes. And you're telling the investigators that you didn't do those auto breakings that resulted in those items being stolen, correct? Right. You're saying it was Little Mike and Quez from Etheridge? Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
You never heard of them? You never heard of them? They might have, whatever they tell you about them. They pretty much people out of the day by time I don't y'all and that. There's gonna be a lot more about that. I don't know them. Well, why you got it? Why I got it? How time you got it? What that is? Maybe you went out on. What's that? What that is? Stop. Just like. How did you get it? Shit, then I got it. When they bought a cup. Hey, bought a cup at them.
All right, y'all. I gotta stop it here. We at 6:26:22, and it's 8 hours and 27 minutes long, and I think there's a break. We don't have much longer, but we gotta stop it because I gotta make some phone calls and I'm get some phone calls to turn back and all of that stuff. So yeah, I gotta dipset and things.
Yes. Shout out to Woody.
We're going to Dalton tonight. Well, Thornton Township, not Dalton, Thornton Township. I don't know.
Where you going to?
Thornton Township. TT.
Okay.
We got a story that may have covered up.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Until the next episode.
Y'all later on.
Yeah. Every time I turn around, that pussy ass nigga in Detroit got something to say. MoneyBoy trade this, MoneyBoy trade that. Nigga, what's up? You don't want no smoke, bitch ass nigga. I'ma stay counting money. Run it up. Big face, blue honey. Run it up. What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. I'ma stay counting money. Run it up. Big face, blue honey. Run it up. What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Extended clip, hold a honey. Trap lag, got a jump in. 2 for 1, Tim Duncan. Back and forth, fiend coming. Blue faces out honey. Paper chasing, bitch, I run it. I'm a star, I'm a comment. Dripping sauce while I'm stunning. 000 comma. Cape Coast in Guyana. 3 bitches with me thinking shit. Politicking, kicking in the sun up. State game, beating Hunter. Stupid loud marijuana. Lower middle, born and red. Got it off the blade, hustling on the corner. Shades, Dolce and Gabbana. President just shit Obama. Country thug, JJ, MoneyBoy trade, niggas got a problem. Pussy niggas used to rob them. Kept a 38 revolver. Got a problem solver. Red diamond like the Cardinal. 100 rounds in my arsenal. Treat her up like a hostel. I got shooters on the roster. Dreadhead nigga roster. Real deal, no imposter. Legendary, I'm a rockstar. Real deal, no imposter. Legendary, I'm a rockstar. I'ma stay counting money. Big face, blue honey. What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. I'ma stay count money. Big face, blue honey. What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey.
1 clock, 2 shots. They dead like 2 bad. I'm old school like a 2 truck. I'm in the kitchen working 2 Let's get it. Gucci leaning on my ass. I ride designer like a mom. These niggas hit you like some fall. I'm smoking cold, no walk. Nigga self-made, a nigga boss. Nigga 10,000, that's a boss. Come on. Pay little feel, Kenny Lofty. My middle name should be Caution. My trap booming, it's the option. What you want there for that word they paying around? What you need? They Gucci, but I'm young and handsome. Sitting tall like Rap Sampson. A lot of niggas that can feel me. This man a chicken ain't sending me. Feeling like I wanna learn. Like Mike Kelson, all about the Benjamin. in, multiplying like a gremlin. Sub-Zero about to finish him. Got no tape, people murder plots, what the judge said when he sentenced him. It was one of me, about 10 of him. Keep a party pack like Eminem. Me and Joe was kinda similar. We be something like a synonym. Motivation like a head coach. Put on your back like a dead coach. Bars got a baby everywhere, but I'm going in, I'm talking airport.
I'ma stay counting money.
Run it up.
Big face, blue honey.
Run it up.
What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey.
100 round.
Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey.
100 round.
I'ma stay counting money.
Run it up.
Big face, blue honey.
Run it up.
What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Drummer